Hi, I have a lens here and I want to know what the diameter is of the barrel. So I could take a simple ruler and try to determine it as roughly as I can. The only problem, of course, is that the ends here are of a different diameter than the main central barrel. So the best I can do is sort of align it up as best as I can and try to work out the diameter that way. I'm going to get a value of around 60 millimeters, but it's not very precise. The same goes if I want to work out the diameter of the rear lens cap. Again, I can align it up as best as I can, but this millimeter ruler is not going to be very precise and accurate. So I need a tool that provides me greater precision. And that tool is a Vernier Calliper. So today I'm going to discuss what a Vernier Calliper is and how you can use it to determine lengths at much greater precision than your standard millimeter ruler. So stay tuned. So what is a Vernier Calliper? Well, I'm glad you asked. A Vernier Calliper is simply a measuring tool, measuring of length to a greater precision than your standard millimeter ruler. Now your millimeter ruler allows you a precision of about a millimeter. In the case of my Vernier calipers, I can go down to 1/50th of a millimeter or 0.02 of a millimeter. And the parts allow us to show how that works. Now let's look at that. We see that we have two sets of scales here. We have a scale at the middle, which is our main scale, and then we have our vernier scale, and then we have two calipers. We have one set of calipers which allows us to go around the object, work out the width that way, and the other calipers, you'll see when you open them up, the edges are at the edges here, allows us to look at the internal aspect of our measurement. So in the case of my lens that I'm going to use as our object to measure, if I wanted to work out the width of the barrel, then I would use the bottom calipers like so, and I would use this scale to measure the actual diameter. If I wanted to measure the internal dimensions of my lens cap, in this case I would use the top calipers, and again I would just place it in there, spread it out so it's nice and tight, and then I would take that measurement there using obviously the top calipers. So let's see how that works. If we were to look at the caliper in the closed position, I want you to notice though, is that the bottom scale has 10 markings, but you'll notice that the 10 markings don't align perfectly with the main scale down the bottom. So the 00 aligns very nicely. Over here, the 10 aligns very nicely with 49. And of course, everywhere else in between, there is a misalignment. And that misalignment is the thing we're going to be looking for. We're going to actually look for alignment, not misalignment. So that difference there, the fact that this is not exactly a equal fraction of one to the other, is the thing that allows the Vernier caliper to measure to greater precision. So let's start off with my lens, and I'm going to open up my calipers and I'm going to put it in nice and tightly like so. And now we have the ability to make a reading. So the first thing you need to do is read along the main scale, and you look at what is the value before you hit the actual vernier scale. So if you read across, we start from 0 and we go all the way to 6 centimeters, so 60 millimeters, and then the next mark, which is 61 millimeters, well, now we've hit the vernier scale, so we take that one less, so we've got at least 60 millimeters in diameter, but we have a little bit more, so it's under 61 millimeters, but over 60 millimeters. And then what you do is you look at the vernier scale and ask yourself which of the numbers, forgetting about the smaller indications in between, which of the numbers actually align best with the main scale. So if you look, for example, at the 2, you can see the 2 does not align at all with any of the markings on the main scale. If you go all the way to 8, you'll see in that case we have an alignment here. And that means the distance in fractions of a millimeter is actually 8/10ths of a millimeter. So my total diameter is 60 plus 0.8, so therefore 60.8 millimeters. And that makes sense because it's between 60 and 61 millimeters. Now let's do the same thing, but now look at the internal dimensions of my cap. Again, I do the measurements like this, I work out the best position that I can get, like so. And now, let's work this one together. What's the first reading? Well, the first reading is 40 we've gone over 45. In fact, we've gone over 45, we've got 46 millimeters. So we start off with 46 millimeters, but we have a little bit more. We then look at the alignment and we'll find that as we move across, the 6 and the 7 are the two that are most close. So we know that we are between 46.6 and 46.7. But in fact, neither the 6 nor the 7 align perfectly. If you then look very carefully, and you'll see that the markings between the 6 and the 7, like every other separation here, is into 5. In other words, if this is equal to 0.1 of a millimeter, then we have 1/5 of that, so 0.02 millimeters, and that's why we have the 0.02 millimeter precision. If you look very carefully, then the best one that aligns is actually the second one. So the second one is equal to 0.04 or 0.04, and so therefore my answer is going to be 46.64 millimeters. And that is how you use a vernier caliper. Well, I hope that has been helpful to understand how to use a vernier caliper. Please remember, like, share and subscribe. Put a comment down below if this has been helpful for you. My name is Paul from PhysicsHigh. Take care. Bye for now.